In October of 1957, America watched the Soviet Union launch Sputnik into orbit. Overnight, technological surprise had become painfully real. Our answer was DARPA. Since February 7th, 1958, DARPA has kept one promise to the nation: deliver technological surprise ahead of our adversaries. But we can't do that alone. We depend on risk takers, small businesses, non-traditional innovators, people who are nimble, bold, technically sharp, and are able to turn an audacious hunch into a decisive breakthrough. You may be that person. We launched DARPA Connect to be the front door to the agency because too many remarkable ideas never reached us, simply for lack of access.
DARPA Connect is a comprehensive program, free and open to anyone who wants to learn about and get involved with DARPA. It offers a variety of services, pop-up events all around the country, workshops, educational opportunities, online curriculum, customized coaching, and networking. DARPA Connect aims to break down barriers to entry to find the next groundbreaking solution.
DARPA is designed to unleash bold ideas at speed, and we work every day to make that a reality. DARPA Connect is proof that we're not just investing in technologies, we're investing in access, making sure bold ideas from a small lab or startup can become a national capability.
Please join me in welcoming Ms. Jennifer Thabit, Program Director of the Small Business Programs Office at DARPA, and Dr. Jess Rezick, Vice President of Solutions Innovation at the Applied Research Institute, an innovation nonprofit and the sole PIA partnership intermediary provider to DARPA, building the DARPA Connect program. Over to you, Jen and Jess.
Thank you, Sana. Sana will be our fabulous MC for the day. So if you're wondering where that beautiful voice is coming from, she's seated right over there and will be filling in throughout the event. As she said, I'm Jess Rezick. I'm the Vice President of Solutions Innovation at the Applied Research Institute and the Deputy on the DARPA Connect initiative.
Oh, now it's on. Good morning, everybody. I am Jen Thabit. I am the Program Director of the Small Business Programs Office at DARPA, and it is my honor and pleasure to run DARPA Connect on behalf of the Director of the agency. I am so thrilled and so excited to be here in Montana, not just because it hops another state off my list, but because you guys are truly the innovators that we need to be talking about. And thank you to everybody who has joined us online. We actually will have some special online programming for you today too, so that you can feel like you are part of the action as well. All right, so let's get started. You know, at DARPA, we recognize that so many groundbreaking ideas never make it to mission space, not because they're not great ideas, but because you guys don't know how to work with us. Our former director used to say that what keeps her up at night is not all of the scary things she knows, it's that she knows there's great ideas. And so she challenged us to come up with a pathway for you all to bring those ideas to us. And we're doing that through DARPA Connect. Right, DARPA Connect, we think of it as the front door to the agency, and it's wide open for you. And hopefully through the course of today, you will see that and start joining our ecosystem. We've really designed DARPA Connect to broaden our reach, to show you that we're not a big black box. We are just a gray building in Arlington, Virginia, and we want to hear your ideas.
Absolutely. So as Jen mentioned, our goal really is to demystify how to work with the agency. We want to give you the steps necessary to be able to walk through that front door and share your ideas effectively. And so throughout the day, you'll learn a lot about how the agency functions, the mechanics of what it means to be DARPA hard, and how to engage across a number of different funding opportunities. But before we jump into all of that, we've carefully crafted today's agenda, but wanted to showcase some of the resources up front that are available through DARPA Connect, so that as we reference them throughout the day, as you are exploring the QR codes and the links in front of you in your brochures and on screen, you've got a good sense of what your next steps look like. It can often be challenging to really think about after you leave today. You know, life happens and things get in the way. 2 weeks from now, when you're ready to sit down and actually engage, what are those first action steps? And we want to make sure that you fully recognize and have access to the resources necessary to make those first steps effective. So we'll be talking in more detail about the different types of events and programming that we offer. We'll talk a bit about the curriculum, as well as some of the different mentoring and coaching opportunities that you can take advantage of through DARPA Connect.
Yeah, I want to double down on that. Bottom line, right? We're not expecting you guys to already know the system. What we're trying to do is give you the tools so that you can join our ecosystem, so that you can work and you can partner with us to solve the problems that we are tackling. Okay. So, as you guys see from your agenda, there's a large programming, but you're not going to get to hear from everybody before the first break. But we intentionally designed the agenda with long breaks so that you can mix and you can engage. And so I will sell some of my colleagues out who are in the room already, but if not, you have pictures in your brochure and also pictures here up on the stage. Don't wait until they've spoken to engage with them. Go find them. We intentionally don't just bring our technical program managers, even though we love them very much. We bring our support resources as well, because our support resources really help the agency and you function. Find those contracting officers. We have 3 of them that are with us. We brought a security specialist because security can be something that is really daunting. And the whole goal is that we're going to tell you that we're here to help you because we want to engage. So please take advantage of the networking breaks and find these program managers and engage with them. And for those online, please take advantage on the networking breaks to put your questions together, because we will compile them and answer them at the end of the day.
Absolutely. So just a few housekeeping items here as we get started. Jen referenced the brochures in front of you, and I see folks starting to flip through and take a look at those. The agenda and the speakers are available there for you. And additionally, there are a number of links throughout the brochure. I do just want to mention up front that we'll be sharing all of the slides and the recording for the day after the event concludes. So we'll be sending that out to you via email, but it's also going to be available on darpaconnect.us. So if you want to refer back to anything we talk about throughout the day today, we'll have each segment available as a video clip that you can watch and reference again. Additionally, there's a white note card in front of you for those of you in the room. Those are for Q&A. So you'll notice at the end of the agenda today, we've got a dedicated session just for question and answer. If you have questions throughout the day, please go ahead and write them on those white note cards. And then our lovely AV staff will be taking those from you. So if you don't mind dropping them to someone with a DARPA Connect shirt on, they'll be happy to make sure that it's added to our pile of questions for the end of the event. And if there are questions that we're able to address in sessions before that, we'll address them earlier so that we're sure that we get to as many questions as possible throughout the day. In addition to that, you'll notice that a feedback survey is there in front of you for those of you here physically in the room. If you need to leave early, we would love to get your feedback on the portion of the day you were able to stay. But for those of you who are able to stay for the entire event, we really take feedback seriously. We look forward to understanding from you what's been most effective and where we can learn and grow and continue to build these types of events. We will have a raffle at the end of the day with some pretty nice DARPA Connect swag for those of you who submit your surveys and hang out for the reception at the end. So just a bit of encouragement there to make sure that you're thinking ahead and providing that feedback as well.
All right, well, let's get into it, Jess. Let's talk about the agenda. Today is really, as Bill said, going to be overwhelming. We're going to hit you with a lot of information. I like to think of it as sort of a teaser. We're really trying to get you interested and engaged with DARPA. And so to do that, we really designed the agenda intentionally, right? We're trying to design, and if you look at the agenda, really to introduce you to DARPA, and then to teach you how to frame your ideas and talk with our program managers. I'm going to mention again, we are not a black box. We are just a small gray building in Arlington. Our program managers get their ideas from talking to you. And so we're going to teach you a little bit about the best ways to approach them to get a response back. But we can't stop there, right? Because once you have piqued our interest, we want you to put in proposals. So we're going to talk with you about announcements and different types of award instruments that we do so that we can help you better understand what goes on. And then we're going to also help provide you with some insider tips and tricks on proposals and maybe some classic missteps that we can help you avoid and some ways that we can help you get more attention to your proposals. And then we're going to showcase a lot of specific funding opportunities, including the CIBR and STTR program, which is very near and dear to my heart, to show you guys that there's multiple pathways to enter into DARPA. And we're hoping that by the end of the day, we will have encouraged you to join us that way.
Absolutely. But If you're not able to join in person today, let's dig in a bit to some of those resources that are available to you long term. As Bill mentioned, there is one more opportunity for a pop-up event for those of you who are still looking for a chance to attend something like this. Will be in Seattle in December. Registration is not open yet, so look forward to sharing that here within the next week or two. But if you'd like to have an opportunity and you're not here in person, for those of you who are here in person and may want to do it again, we'll be in Seattle in December and looking forward to that.
Yeah, I actually see some repeat performers here, and it's great to see them. When we originally designed this DARPA Connect program, this was really the first touch point for us on your journey to really get you engaged with DARPA. But it just says, right, life gets in the way sometimes. So we're going to hit you with a lot of information, but I don't want this to be a one stop. I want this to be a continuous relationship. And so with that in mind, you guys have all been on DARPAconnect.us because I believe that's how you registered for the event. But we really designed DARPAconnect.us as your huge information portal where every question you have hopefully should be asked and if answered. And if it's not, you're supposed to ask a question there and we will answer it. But we really encourage you to kind of use that as a resource to continue your journey. But we didn't just stop there.
That's exactly right. So in addition to DARPAconnect.us, on that website in the Learning tab at the top, you'll find a customized curriculum that grows over time. So these lessons are designed to be resources that you can access at any time, even if you're working on a proposal at 11 p.m. and trying to remember what some of those best practices might have been. There are resources online for you for that. So we have 20 lessons now posted and are excited to be able to share the newest addition that we have added for this event, which is the DARPA Young Faculty Award. So for those of you in the audience who might be, new in your academic career and looking for opportunities to engage with the agency, we'll be talking in more detail later today about the Young Faculty Award and what that process looks like. That solicitation for this year will be going out soon. But the lesson that's available online through the curriculum is a really great resource for you to leverage to help guide you through how to put together a successful proposal. If that doesn't fit your demographic and you're just looking for some additional resources, there really are lessons for anyone, whether you're completely new to the agency or a current performer and are looking for tips and strategies for your next engagement point. Be sure to check out that curriculum as a resource that you can leverage for that.
Yeah, and I want to just kind of emphasize, we build this curriculum based on feedback and questions from you. When there are things that we are trying to help you understand and we maybe have missed the mark a little bit, we build these curriculum modules so that you have a great tool for reference. We have everything on there from an introduction to security, because again, I know security can be daunting and it's really not. We're here to make that easier. Lots of different contracting modules on there. It's really designed to be a resource for you. And I will say, because I do get the question a lot, we update these and revalidate the information every 3 months. So everything you are seeing is up to date. You're never going to have outdated information. It is all there and applicable now. However, we did the pop-ups. We did the curriculum. And then I felt like we might have lost a little something because we still want to engage with you. So we did our third offering here, which is our Connect Corner.
Absolutely. So the Connect Corner is an opportunity for you to engage with a real person, whether that's in a large group setting like a monthly webinar or one-on-one coaching opportunities. And I know several of the people in the room are in DARPA Connect already. How many of you have taken a one-on-one coaching session or an office hour through DARPA Connect? A few. Okay. How about attended the open mic or a DARPA Connect webinar?
All right.
Several more. Great. So these are opportunities for you to hear directly from DARPA about new funding opportunities, any solicitations that have hit the street. Actually, we have a few coming up next week that I'd like to showcase. So if you're looking for these immediate opportunities to connect, our next DARPA open mic, it's a 30-minute quick hitting session, which gives you an opportunity to hear everything that's open at the agency right now, is going to be on October 2nd. So registration is currently live for that. You can go to DARPAconnect.us and register for that one and hear exactly what funding opportunities are open and available and what the agency is looking for. Next week, we also have an Ask Me Anything webinar. So if we don't get to your question today, if you marinate on the information and you come up with new questions and you want to be able to follow up, on Tuesday, on the 30th, we'll have an Ask Me Anything webinar. It's an hour long, and we'll have representation from small business. We'll feature Jen. We'll also have representation from the contracts team, as well as program management, who will be online and available to answer those questions for you. If you're looking for more of a one-on-one opportunity, if you've got a quick question, our office hours are those 10-minute sessions where you can drop in. We're happy to provide additional details that you need to help get you off and running. And if you want some more concrete feedback on your idea, whether it's a fit for DARPA and really trying to make that impactful first outreach to a DARPA program manager, our 30-minute one-on-one coaching sessions are the perfect opportunity to do that.
Yeah, thanks, Jess. I hope through kind of explaining some of the resources available, we are really demonstrating our commitment to wanting to be here, not just coming to Montana to find you, but also leaving you with resources when we leave so that we can continue our conversations and continue the ecosystem. You know, I want to double down that I think you shouldn't need a Pentagon pedigree. You should not need a PhD in proposal writing to work with us. If your ideas are bold enough to matter, we want to hear from them. And that is why we have put this program together.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. If you need anything throughout the day, don't hesitate to ask. The folks in the DARPA Connect shirts will be happy to help you. And we look forward to engaging with all of you throughout the event.